Manchester United 2, Burnley 2. Points dropped, but hopes high. So much more seen in that game that I think we have been missing for such a long time with this Manchester United side. Watching players play in their positions, we were let down by, let's be honest, two. The first goal is a scummy goal. It goes in the top, it just flicks off heaven, goes into the top corner. Lemmy has no chance. And the second goal, Lemmy has no chance. Martinez sure done, great finish, but there are positives, people, to come from this. I'm not going to do what Goldbridge does. I'm not going to say we're fucked and all that. There's no point in that. We need to see tonight for what it was. What we saw tonight was a 4-2-3-1 work okay. Players still missing. I would be interested to see how different this will look with players like Bruno getting back to full fitness, Delit being in the side.
Definitely, yeah.
Mazraoui back at right back. Brian and Buemo coming off that right-hand side. I will be interested to see how we do there. United tonight, 30 shots. Let me show you this, guys. I want to show you the match stats. Look at this. 65% possession, 30 shots, 10 on target. We have been waiting for Manchester United to do this in games. And unfortunately, Manchester United haven't been afforded to do this in games because we have been playing a formation for fucking 14 months that hasn't worked. Tonight we saw in 90 minutes what was wrong with Amorim. Didn't have faith in Mainu. I thought Mainu come on and done very well. Didn't have faith to play Shea Lacey. Shea Lacey comes on and rattles the bar and has another shot. This man, honestly, it's like Marvel. What if? What if? Man of the match for me, Kev. I don't know about you. I think Sesko gets man of the match. Two fantastic finishes.
Yeah, good finish.
He had two opportunities. Let's not forget, by the way, we had a goal wrongly ruled out because Kyle Walker was on his knees like Bonnie Blue on the floor, waiting for fucking guy 157 to turn up. It's better.
And Dubravka saved that header.
And Dubravka, man, that save was incredible.
Bruno hit the post.
Here's what we take from this now, right? We've in 90 minutes that Shea Lacey can do stuff. Give the lad a chance. Playing in that formation with him wide off the right, coming in with that one to the left. We've seen what Mainu. We know what Kobe Mainu can do. We've known for the last 4 years what that lad can do. But unfortunately, we have been starved at him for so long. Let's go through the comments. Get your comments in, guys. I'm sure people have got a lot to say. Wasn't as dire with Ruben, that's for sure. Dorgu was fine for the most part, which is super improved. And Lacey, lucky other subs support Xerxes. By the way, I'm going to get on to Xerxes in a second. Lots of turmoil, not much time to get their head straight. Not a bad result. Could easily have been a win. Should have been a win. We absolutely had more than enough chances to put that in the back of the net and get the 3 points and go into fourth. Steve-O says we're always conceding. Everyone could see we were starting to play deep again and messed up. I don't know, man. Lacey, what a way to show potential. And you know something? By the way, let me tell you this. If it is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that comes to this club for the 6 months, there is not a better manager available out there for us who will nurture this young lad and give him minutes, and give him confidence, and give him the belief that he can go on that pitch and do fantastic things for Manchester United. That is the right manager for that. Both goals were conceded. We're both down to bad defending. Dallo and Casemiro for first and Shaw Martinez for second. It can't keep happening. It can't, but it will, unfortunately. Lacey was great. Where has he been? Ask Ruben. Ask Ruben, who at the moment, he's sat in Portugal with it, bouncing his wife on his balls going, the play. Yeah, honestly, that guy, I tell you. It will come. Unlucky not to win, says Chappie. Sorry, Dan. It's another bottom half team we've dropped points to again. I agree, Carl. I agree. But I opt to look at this with positivity. Passes in the final third, 166. 41 touches in the opposition box. It's different. It is different.
66%.
Bit of a sour taste.
Very good.
I agree. Bit of a sour taste. I agree. 3 in the net. 2 off the and that's another thing. 2 off the line as well. United could have been 5 or 6 tonight. To be fair to Ruben, it also showed our defenders aren't good enough to play a back four. Don't forget, last 2 managers got sacked playing a back four, majority being same players.
The back three wasn't right.
We need.
I know what you mean, Ben.
We need to forget that fucking fake-haired, turkey-haired bloke ever existed in Manchester. We need to forget about him. We've got to forget about him. I'm sick of it. We've got to forget about him. I love you, Ben. Ben, I love you. But we've got to forget that bloke ever fucking come to this club. Ruben Amorim is a good coach. Let's try arrange Manchester. You read it, Kev. I don't have the energy.
It's not the problem for a coach. You have to look at Manchester that they don't have big players. He wasn't a good coach in this division, was he?
I'm taking a breath. I can't fucking listen to this.
A 4-3 Newcastle. No, he wasn't.
He
wasn't a good manager in the Premier League. He might have been elsewhere. The refusal to play the four at the back is what's done him. Absolutely, I absolutely can see that now. So. It's again.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Like tonight has shown you exactly in 90 minutes what has been wrong the last fucking year and fucking 2 months.
It was a lot easier to watch.
Although
it was a lot easier to watch.
Messi has to play. I don't think he has to play the next game, but he definitely needs to get minutes. Good to see you, Dublin Games. Hope you're well, mate. Xerxes, yeah. You know something? I'm starring that comment. Xerxes does. Xerxes needs to go. He is not a United player. You see that moment when the ball goes like it's going out for a fucking for a goal kick, and he goes, nah, I'm not. Get that fucker out of it. Xerxes no good.
He was.
Right, we'll give it to the people. Let's give it to the people.
It was.
Let's give it to the people. Let's no, I'm not having it. Let's give it to the people here. Let's give it to the people because the people need to. The poll, 47% of you say it looks better. Let's give it to the people. Let's get the people involved. Wahaha. You put me in a dark place here. Who was better? Right? I fucking know which way this goes. Mainu or I won't run. Xerxes. Give it to the people. Give it to the people. Who was better? I can't do that. I can't. Mainu was on the ball. Very different section it was in a different formation. Agree with that. They were both shit. Mainu wasn't shit. How can you say Mainu was shit? Mainu showed us in that little cameo exactly what we've been missing.
He played well when he came on, and he's coming back from injury as well.
Correct. Mainu, trained for the first time yesterday. Fucking Xerxes, I don't think that guy's ever trained in his life. Mainu really good when he came on. He created a lot of chances. I'm optimistic for when we get everybody back. Finally, a player who will get you off your feet and excite the fans in Shea Lacey. I couldn't agree more. I am rattled, Ben. I am rattled because I don't agree. Loaded bags, yeah, they will do tomorrow. Shades will be on. Can't say too much. Pete gets angry. But aren't we expecting that to have that kind of possession and shots against the team? Right, Carl, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Hang on a second. I'm glad you said that. I need to bring this up. Let me bring this up. In fact, I can find it on here. I'm glad you said that, Carl. Glad you said it. Let me just have a look here because I was waiting for someone to say that. Let me do a share here. Let me do a share and go back in time. Right. Hang on a second. This will blow up in my face now, won't it? This will blow up in my face. This is going to blow up in my face. Oh, they haven't got the. They have. I'm glad you said it, but I've been fucking rumbled there. I thought we'd have been shit against the first game of the season. But Carl, I will come back to this. I'll come back to this. But we are expected to have that cut, aren't we? We are. I agree. But from what we've just come through, from what we've just been playing, for the fact that we've trained one day with this team, for the fact that Fletcher hasn't had half of these players, he said himself he had to introduce himself properly to half of them. I think tonight Look, we were on by 2-1 the goals. Oh, you nearly destroyed me. You really did nearly destroy me. That back four tonight shows what was wrong for a lot longer than 18 months. I don't remember Heaven playing 18 months ago. I don't agree.
We're missing De Ligt.
We are missing De Ligt. We're missing, I agree. Mazraoui. We've got weak, pathetic people in charge and weak mentality. Players, Casemiro, go. Ugarte, go. Yeah, I agree. Only silver lining, Sesko had a couple of goals there. Fantastic. Evening, Dan. Better play tonight, and then we dropped. In fact, let me check the votes a second. Oh, wahaha. Let me tell you, at the moment, 93% say that Mainoo was better. The people have spoken. Xerxes was shit. That's all. No, I agree. That's all you said. But they weren't both shit. They were not both shit. They absolutely were not both shit.
They weren't.
Have I watched a different game here? Did I not watch Kobe Mainoo come on and do things with the ball? Did I?
I thought we played all right. Yeah, I thought we did all right.
How do I answer that, Dan? Mainoo wasn't great. Xerxes was fucking awful. Xerxes is shit. Kobe wasn't as bad. They were both bad. We'll take that. Burnley had one shot on target. Yeah, I agree. Kobe's... Look, I didn't vote as they're both shit. What a game of football. Yeah, well done. Well done to Newcastle picking the points up. Look. 2 also. So, you know what the fucking score was? Don't do that. Look. There is plenty for us to work on with this. There is plenty. We were undone by a dodgy goal, a goal that was absolutely fucking disgraceful the way it went in. I will watch it back. Do you know what? I'll watch it back and I will come back to you. I know what I saw though. These work. And Sophie, if you didn't, I apologise. We have got to build on here. Let's not forget that we have players missing. But if Amorim can use that excuse, I can use that excuse. I don't think Manchester United would have had the same performance against Burnley if he'd have been in charge tonight. It was a great goal by Anthony, but Manchester United just looked so much different. Players willing to do something. Players willing players absolutely willing to do something tonight, to take a player on, to have the confidence. Yeah, Shea Lacey. It felt like a bit more Manchester United attack.
Thing when you look back at it, it's so stupid that just that 3 across the front with Sesko in front of him, just moving Bruno Fernandes. What a simple thing to move him forwards.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Look, chat.
And if Mainoo's fit, he starts in front of Ugarte, I think, or one of them. Ugarte did not bad.
I thought Ugarte looked good today. I was worried Ugarte coming off. Casemiro, by the way, I know Casemiro's getting a lot of hate tonight. What's Ben said?
I didn't hate him tonight.
Ben, I disagree with you. I don't think Mainoo was poor at all. I think Mainoo was. What do you know? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what it is. We have been so used to a double pivot for a while of Casemiro and Ugarte, who can't pass the ball, who aren't willing to take the ball on and try and do something, and try and create something. And you know something, when you bring the ball in the midfield and you try and do something with it, sometimes it's going to go to a player. Other times you're going to start things off. I think that's the difference. I think blinker lights on there. It was a better performance, but we need to turn it into results. I agree. Ugarte looked good. He should have been sent off. He absolutely should have. I'll say this about Casemiro, right? As much as Casemiro was poor tonight, don't put that all on Casemiro. Put that on the fact that this bloke has played minute after minute, played a 4 minutes against Leeds, should have been taken off, but the manager was trying to prove something to the board. He ran out of legs tonight. The beauty of this is, and I will say this, is Bruno come back tonight. Bruno looked really good. Bruno was back in that 10 doing what we know Bruno can do, which is creativity. Bruno gets the assist. Fantastic. I think the formation suited us better. I haven't forgot that Dallo at right back, Dallo is a liability at right back. Heaven, I agree with what you're saying about Heaven. I think Heaven, for me, I still think we're still caught in the back three sort of situation tonight. But there were moments where I thought he was okay. You need to remember with this Manchester United side, this isn't going to be fixed overnight. The mess that has been left by that manager is not going to be fixed overnight. It's just not going to be fixed.
I think it was a dangerous game to come into after losing the manager anyway. So I think Yeah, we wanted to win, and it was Burnley. Should be beating Burnley. Yeah, we should be beating Burnley, but
We should be.
Is the football worse than it was, or is it better than it was? I think we played better than we've been playing.
Exactly. We should be beating Burnley. We should have beaten Leeds. But we should be beating Wolves. We should be beating Everton.
He's not had much time to. I mean, I'm trying to look for the positives or trying to give him somewhere. He's not had time to do.
Sophie, it was the first goal was a deflection that took it into the top corner. The second goal, it was a great finish. It was a great finish. Like the 2 goals were but Manchester United had the ball. It was wrongly ruled out because Kyle Walker was on the floor. We had 2 cleared off the line. We hit the bar with the post with Bruno. We forget about that. We hit the bar with Shea Lacey. These go in. We're having a much different conversation. It's margins, fine margins. And remember, yes, and this is the other thing, Manu has had very little game time. Can we sign Joe Linton? Don't want Joe Linton. Again, no, we can go player by player at least again. I agree, but your man's the one that's been playing these players aren't good enough. Put Manu in that midfield 2 with Duarte against Brighton. We'll see an improvement with Bruno at 10. Tallow is a quit. Playing McGuire and Leacher at centre back on Sunday too. I would as well. I would have a look at the match stats. Let's be honest, though, first goal could have built a house in the state in the gap. Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that. Joe Linton over Ugarte any day. I don't know what's wrong. I mean, yeah, but I don't know why Waha has gone so bloody negative all of a sudden. Guys, the main thing is here, right? We have been in positions after games where we have sat here and gone, this is a fucking mess. There is no way we're getting better. With that tonight, I look at that and I say this. Let's have a look at the last minute goal. The last minute goal is a great finish. I look at this tonight and I say, do you know something? With who, be it Carrick, be it Ollie, be it both of them come in, they will turn something around here. This Premier League is still a weird season. We should have taken more points from less teams, but that was under the other manager. This game was more exciting. It was positive from the point of the view, especially half.
Oh no, it's no gone. We can't do it.
No, do you know something? Actually, Ben, I do. I back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to come and do something with this club. I back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to come and bring. I back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to players like Shea Lacey. I back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to walk in and say, Xerxes, there's Rome, mate. Go. I back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Joe Biden over Ugarte. That's guys, it's been an enjoyable stream tonight. Thank you very much for sticking around. Thank you to Wolfie for sending the over. It's been fantastic. It's been a good watch. We didn't get the 3 points. Is it me being crazy? Is something turning? We won't know after one game. But one thing's for sure, Manchester United looked a lot better tonight. Simple as that. Anything to end on, Kev?
No, but it was a much easier watch. I didn't feel as uncomfortable with that form. I just didn't feel uncomfortable. As soon as I saw the formation, I just didn't feel.
I felt there was a goal coming at all the times.
And the only main negative was it's just not having time to do it.
This comment as well. We put Manu and Lacey on for Casemiro and Ugarte. That's more attacking than Amorim would ever dare do. Exactly.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what's coming.
We're into it.
We're into the new whatever it's going to look
the
like.
Recycle. Guys, it's been great. Look, all of you, Ben, Wahaha, Carl, everybody who doesn't agree with me, that's what I love. Remember, I'm getting angry sometimes. I may say things I don't mean, but you know something, I love each and every one of you, and that's why we do this, so that you can essentially get your views on. We're not going to agree, but one thing's for certain. Manchester United looking better.
Better,
and I will say this, I'll end it on this. Tesco Brigade. Oh!